He can turn a life around. Somebody say I receive it. Yeah, he can. I believe it. He can do it. Somebody say he can bless everybody. He can do it. He can turn a life around. I'm a little way. He can bless everybody. He can do it. He can turn your life around. He can do it. No matter who you are, people let you down, people neglect you, but keep your head up. No matter where you go, say look down on you, telling you to you and never so simple. God is with you. I don't know what is going on in the corner of your mind. Just to know what to do, just to know what to do. Feeling down, feeling low, feeling that nobody cares. Oh no, oh no. I know you've been neglected by your family because of your condition. Yeah. You've been rejected by society. Oh.
Girl, you my ride or die, like a diamond we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. Girl, you my ride or die, like a diamond we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side.
And I'm your TP, I'm the beach, you're the bikini, the remote control, you're the TV, DVD player, I'm the CD. I can see us closer than 3D. Girl, your love is sweeter than kiwi. I can be your Adam, you can be Eve. I'm gonna bite that apple, believe me. I've been searching hard for your love, like a miner digging for gold. And if haters were the ocean, we would stay afloat with the boats. And if you were 4 tires, I would let you ride on my road. If I were your stripper pole, would you work me until I'm rusty and old?
Oh yeah, right. You my ride or die, like a diamond we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. You my ride or die, like a diamond we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side.
Your face with angel eyes, you must be heaven sent. Our hearts had a collision, and mind you left the dent. This hustle.
Oh yeah, right. Girl, you my ride or die, like a diamond we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. You my ride or die, like a diamond we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side.
Flying directions, you would be the destination. In garage, girl, come and park your heart. If I'm a slide on the playground, would you slide in my sliding mug?
Oh yeah, girl, you my ride or die, like a diamond we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. You my ride or die, like a diamond we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. I won't leave your side.
Becomes convenient, enjoyable, and cheaper when you have the best application in your hand. D-Pro Global Social Media app gives you access to free global communication and networking. With the D-Pro Global Social Media app, you can do live video chat, live audio calling, live text messaging, live group video and audio conferencing. Not only that, you also do fast sharing, creating and posting to your story, post engagement with emojis, and more. The D-Pro Global Social Media app does in-app purchases, in-app searching, storytelling. The app also allows you to create video, audio, text, and internet link posting. Get the best app today with 100% data security and end-to-end encryption. Add customization and privacy settings to the D-Pro Global Social Media app and enjoy 24/7 endless communication. Download the D-Pro Global Social Media app on Google Play Store and Apple Store and enjoy endless communication. Visit our website on www.dpro-idb.com or email us at info@dpro-idb.com. Dpro Global Social Media App, making communication easier. Do you care to know why thousands of people have switched from using oil-bomb paint to using Zize quality paint? Zize quality paint is a high-quality American non-hazard latex paint that doesn't fade or peel off your walls when applied. Zize quality paint comes in variety of colors that you can choose from. We even customize our customers' paint based on the request just to satisfy their desire. Stop by at any of our 3 branches at Police Academy Junction opposite NP Fueling Station, Baptist Seminary opposite Highway Gas Station, and St. Paul Bridge opposite Michael Plaza. Zize quality paint can be used for both interior and exterior painting works. Customers living overseas can pay through Zelle on 217-720-8858. You can contact us via cell numbers 0777-366-142 or 0770-496-273 or +121-772-08858. Think Zize, think quality.
Spicing up, what's next?
Made with ginger, coconut water, natural juice flavor, vitamins and minerals is Muncie Power Drink. Muncie Power Drink helps reduce high blood pressure, get rid of toxins, help improve children and adult memory. It also helps the body fight effects of excess sugar. Muncie Power Drink has no added sugar, no artificial flavors, and all natural ingredients. It is a healthy drink for just everybody. It has 4 natural juice flavors: pineapple, mango, strawberry, and turmeric. For wholesale or retail purchase, visit major supermarkets across Monrovia and its environs. If you are outside Monrovia, you can do your purchase at Kakata Supermarket and Ataro Business Center in Ganta. You can also visit our store on the O Road, right next to the American School. For more information, call us on 0770-307-572 or 0776-580-730. Muncie Power Drink, not just your regular energy drink. Allen Bernard International, or ABR, is a management consulting firm with a team of consultants and associates who focus on growing and transforming home healthcare agencies, non-profits, and small businesses in other industries as well as individuals. Our services include ABR Business Support Services, ABR Accounting and Tax Services, and ABR Anti-Money Laundering Compliance Services. At ABR, we bring to each assignment dedication and commitment, experience and skills, performance-based process, integrated solution teams, and client relations. For more inquiries on our services, call phone number 469-378-3955. That's Allen Bernard International, or ABR, transforming business through ideas. Man, people, have you heard the news? Okay, Sika Motors has declared this month of March as Toyota Month, which means Sika is offering free diagnosis on all Toyota and Mitsubishi vehicles with a discount service cost. Isn't it good news? With our trained professional technicians and service advisors handling your vehicle, a peace of mind is ensured. Rush now and make your way to Sika Motors, Yuan Drive, Saletown, Bourgeois Island.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your App Store or Google Play Store, add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure, and start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa, and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to the program. You're listening to the nation's premier platform where we discuss the issues that matter. If you're wondering, if you're in the US and you've noticed that the show no longer comes on, if you're on the East Coast, that is, or whichever time zone you're in, there are about, I think, 5 time zones across these continental United States. And I'm in one of those time zones, as are many of you. And we're in the Eastern time zone. And the time has changed. So the show comes on now at 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. And so that means that we've made an upward adjustment of 1 hour, by 1 hour in the show time. So some of you are like, okay, what's happening? I thought you are used to this. This has been the case for the last 7-8 years. I feel much better. Thank you very much. I see a lot of you have been concerned about me the last time I wasn't feeling very well, but I feel much better. And I went to, for those of you who know, who live in the States or are familiar with the US, I went to, I checked myself into an urgent care facility. Urgent care is not a hospital, it's like a clinic where you go in and they can see you. And so they ran a couple of tests. They did my vitals. My pressure is perfect. My temperature is perfect. Heart rate, everything's great. And so, yes, but they give me something to help with the anxiety that I was dealing with. So I'm much better. Nothing addictive, nothing like, what's that drug? What's the name of that drug? Benzo. I mean, they call it benzo for sure, but I think it's benzodiazepine or something like that. Yeah, but I'm good. But hi, what's up, man? You're kind of like blurry this morning. Your internet is not the best. But what's up?
Yeah, today the internet is not okay from our end here, so anything can happen at any time. So that's why you're seeing the little blur, because the internet is not good at all this morning. So, but it's good to be here with you this morning.
Okay, and to those of you, I see some of you are saying you're not getting the notification. It's not our fault, my people. When you are not getting the notification, I am bothered by it. I'm concerned because I want all of you to get the notification. So I'll talk to my brother Aaron. Aaron does his best. Sometimes the system just doesn't do it. Facebook has been having a whole lot of issues. I don't know what their problem is. Sometimes they don't send a notification. Sometimes they don't even update the data, to show how many people have viewed the show. Sometimes it takes very long before the data is updated to reflect the actual number of people that have viewed the show on Facebook. But, we're sorry about that. There's certain things we don't control. Facebook has been having too many issues over the last year or two. So our sincerest apologies. So yesterday was Joseph Jenkins Roberts' birthday. It was a holiday, one of the useless holidays we have in the country. I hold a very radical view when it comes to holidays. I believe we shouldn't celebrate any president's birthday until at such a time we have a president who truly, deservedly should be celebrated. That's what I think. I think we should scrap March 15th, Joseph Jenkins Roberts, his birthday should be scrapped. I think William V.S. Tubman's birthday should be scrapped, especially Tubman. Are you kidding? This guy was president for 27 years. During the greatest economic growth period in history of our country, period. And what did Tubman do? Not really much. We shouldn't celebrate his birthday. We shouldn't celebrate Joseph Jenkins Roberts' birthday. We shouldn't celebrate any president's birthday. I think what we should do, cancel those two holidays, which are useless and they do not deserve, and we do one holiday called the Citizens Endurance Day. What do I mean by that? And I've said this many times. This is what I have said. The citizens of Liberia have received Nothing but hurt, pain, wanton suffering at the hands of good-for-nothing leaders that they have voted for. So the citizens, we need to set aside one day for the citizens of our country. We'll call it the National Endurance Day. All the things that we have endured. Why should we be celebrating presidents? Until the day a president has done well by us and done right by us, we should not have any holiday for any president. That is my view. That is my view. Put the people first. One day. No, you are wrong, my dear friend. Or you say we should have one holiday called President's Day. My dear, let me tell you something. Even Wale Tobo, who's my favorite president, I don't believe we should celebrate any president's birthday now. No, let's celebrate the people for what they have endured. 14 years of fratricidal conflict claiming 250,000 lives. 175 years, if not 200 years of grinding, debilitating, abject poverty. And what the hell should we be celebrating them for? We shouldn't celebrate any president's birthday until we have had one president or two presidents who have done so well that they deserve to be celebrated. That is my view. President, you already in America where you got decent people who have become president, who have radically, progressively transformed the lives of the people. We should not celebrate any president's birthday. We must celebrate the Liberian people. That is my view. If you don't agree with it, fine. Look at your lives. Huh? President Day, you all right. President Day. No president birthday should be a holiday. The people of Liberia are the ones we should be saying National Endurance Day. My people, you're sorry, yeah. My people, you're normal, yeah. Saying you're established as a country, so good for nothing. People been president, they've been suffering y'all, they've been killing y'all, they've been stealing from y'all. So this day is set aside to commemorate and to pay tribute to the suffering of the Liberian people. That is my view. I'm more radical. That's how I am. President Day, you all right. President Day, your leader, President Day. I beg you. I'm talking Citizen Day. Day for the citizens, not for president. Okay. So we're gonna move on. Y'all don't get me started now. Y'all know me. I'm a radical man. President, you already president. What did president and I do for all? And say, look at how looking poor. We are a laughing stock in the world. Saying we're established as a country, one road to go to rivalries. That airport that they call International Airport, the Americans built that airport during the Second World War in order to stage the North Africa campaign against the forces of Benito Mussolini, who was an ally of Hitler. Since that time, when the war ended, the Americans left that airport with us. I remember Franklin Delano Roosevelt, one of the greatest American presidents, came to power after during the Great Depression in 1933. He was elected in 1932 and took office in 1933. During that time, they had the longest period called an interregnum. The interregnum is the period from when the president is elected to the period when the president is inaugurated. It was long. It was very long. I believe it was like I think 6-7 months or so. So Cleveland Hoover, I believe he was the president then, messed up the American economy. The stock market crashed, triggered the run on the banks in 1929, and basically ushered in the greatest economic nightmare America ever experienced. Roosevelt came to power. Roosevelt put together a crack team, a brain trust of Ivy League brain trust. I mean, you're talking about academics, people from Harvard and Princeton and Columbia, his alma mater, and they put together a series of incisive economic policies and programs aimed at wrestling the American economy from not even the brink of collapse, because it had pretty much collapsed. And they did the New Deal. Liberia needs a New Deal, something that will be fashioned after what Roosevelt did. But of course, we don't have the financial resources to do that. But of course, we need a version of the Roosevelt New Deal. That is why Roosevelt was president for the longest. He was the longest serving American president from 1933 all the way until his death in 1945, 45 or 44. Then his vice president, Harry S. Truman, became president when Roosevelt died. And Truman was the one who authorized the use of the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, August 6 and August 9, respectively, in 1945, thus bringing Japan to her knees and ending the greatest, bloodiest war the world had ever known, Second World War. So, hey, we have a sense of history. And when we say these things, we know what we're talking about. So Liberia, we do not need to be celebrating presidents. We need to be celebrating the people. Uplift yourselves. You have been the victims at the hands of these people for so long. We must celebrate the people, we must commemorate the people suffering, and we must make a willful, conscientious, affirmative decision that the suffering stops in 2024 when Joe Boakai becomes president. That is our mandate. We need a new deal, a new pact with the Liberian people to commit, dedicate ourselves to ensuring that we uplift them. That is what we must do. And that is what a Joseph Boakai presidency shall bring. A new era ushered in by a man whose life is exemplary, whose integrity is tested and proven, whose wisdom is unparalleled. That is what we need. And that is what I support. And that is what I will go all out to ensure will come in. And the time has come. They say in the fullness of time, nothing happens. And by the way, are you all loving my JMB shake? What are the words? Building a better bone. Oh, bone kind of people give me this shit. Well, you know, building a better bone. I'm a bone kind of man. No. JMB 2023. So that is what we need. That is what we need. But anyway, I'm not going to bore you with history. You know, when I was growing up, one of the things I like to do, I used to read quite a lot, quite voraciously. My advertise for knowledge was just beyond me. I never partied. I never went to the club. I wasn't really good at it. That's why I don't dance well. Baka didn't get me laughing at me. But you see, my very terribly bad dancing skills, I make up for that with my very expansive and profound, vast wealth of knowledge. That's the one thing I would speak unabashedly of. I pride myself, I beat my chest when it comes to what's in this big head of mine, because there's so much in this big head of mine, and I pride myself on that, and I make no apologies. Because you see, knowledge is the freest and cheapest thing there is. Night! But you see, the thing is, before the internet came around, if the internet had come around during when I was possessed, it was as if I was possessed by this enchantment, this enchantment that was never going away. I was possessed by this thing. I just wanted to read and read. And so I thank God the internet had not come around then, because guess what? I would have probably gone mad. I would have probably gone mad because the internet makes it so easy now. Anybody can learn anything. I would have gone mad. Like John Milton said, one of the greatest literary geniuses of his time and of all time period, John Milton. He wrote a beautiful poem on Shakespeare, eulogizing and paying tribute to William Shakespeare. And he said in his poem, "Does make us marvel from too much conceiving. Those Delphic lines with deep impression talk." Sorry, man, I don't want to bore you here with English literature and all of that. Look, when you know something, oh, that one there, I beg you, yeah. Before we went to school to get degree. We don't want the school to get degrees to shut some people up, but we know both. We know both. All right, so we are going to speak to a number of issues here this morning, one of which, of course, will be the issue of the statement by the United States ambassador. And by the way, Ambassador McCarthy is about to leave the country very soon. He has completed his stint in the country. He will be leaving very soon. And Ambassador McCarthy has done a good job. And I must say that. He came with a specific, clear mandate, defined when he went during his confirmation hearing. Now, some of you might not have watched Ambassador McCarthy's confirmation hearing, when I believe who was the chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee at the time? It was Senator Bob Menendez of the Garden State of New Jersey. And Michael McCarthy was given a clear mandate. Go ye forth, if and when confirmed, and fight corruption. Fight corruption. Fight corruption. Okay, that's what I told the guy. When McCarthy went for an interview, his confirmation hearing at the Senate, Democratic Senator Bob Menendez of New Jersey, who was the Senate Foreign Relations Committee chair, they told McCarthy, go fight corruption. Did he not do that, Boakai? Did he not execute that mandate to the fullest?
He did.
He did. So I want to say, Ambassador McCarthy will be leaving soon. And I'm proud of Ambassador McCarthy. Well, it's a shame that I never had the privilege to meet Ambassador McCarthy because I'm a big fan of the man. Perhaps I will get to see him, but I'm told McCarthy is not meeting any political actors now. That's what the U.S. Embassy told me. McCarthy is staying out. They've made a policy decision that the U.S. ambassador will not be meeting with political actors during the period of the campaign. Yeah, that was communicated to me. So I respect that policy because the Americans do not want to be seen as, at least the ambassador, who is the highest ranking U.S. official in the country, as, you know, before people say, oh yeah, maybe the man supporting John Brown, the man supporting Paul. No. So McCarthy will not be meeting any Liberian politicians. Well, McCarthy will be leaving soon. But that's not the issue we're talking about here. McCarthy's most recent statement that was put out on the day the visiting U.S. anti-corruption coordinator, Richard Nephew, visited Liberia. McCarthy said something. I'm going to go and read the statement. The particular segment of the statement that makes sense, that is relevant for us to discuss. I'm going to go and read that particular segment of the statement. And I reached out to the American Embassy and I asked them, you know, who were you referring to? I mean, I raised issue because they raise issue when something happens that I'm involved with or the thing I might be involved with. Like, you know, so I went to them, I asked them, you've issued this blanket statement, which in my opinion has cast aspersion on all of us who do our programs from the United States, myself included. And of course, who is the most prominent Liberian talk show host who resides in the United States? Henry Pedro Costa. So if you make a statement such as this, that from the safety of their home studios and offices in the United States, it makes it look like you're talking to all of us. But they said to me that the statement did not refer to us. We were not the ones, Buckeye, that they were referring to. The Americans told me, and I will say it here publicly, that the statement was not referring to us, even though they didn't tell me who they're referring to, and I didn't ask because I knew they would not have told. But I know who they're referring to. They were referring to two individuals, one of whom is a former government official who's now out of the government, and he does whatever. You all know, former government official, he's out of the government, he's back in the US, and he's blasting. You do the math. The other person, okay, I will stop there. But those are the two people about whom the statement was referring, or to whom the statement was referring. So let me say that. Okay, all right. Oh, my sister Mabu, you say, birthday, we gonna keep supporting it, we gonna keep celebrating it. My sister leader team. We're gonna birthday team. We got time for birthday. Anyway, let's go back here. So the statement, the U.S. Embassy said the statement was not referring to us. Okay. What do you make of that? The statement was not. They said there were reports, there were things that people said. Those people, the particular things they said. The MSA said they investigated those reports that these people made, and those reports were found to be incorrect, misleading, and dangerous. Okay? What do you make of that?
Well, Costa, first of all, we welcome the U.S. ambassador's statement. He been making statement against the government. Opposition will run with it. Even if it's against opposition, those in government will run with it. So he been balancing everything he been doing since he became the ambassador.
But here is a hypocritical part on our part. When the American ambassador blasts the government people, we clap, we cheer him on. When he blasts people in the opposition, then we say he's weak or he's defending the government. Yeah, go ahead. I just thought to point that out. Okay.
So when this statement came up, even though you haven't read a statement yet, but when this statement came out, few media institutions, government paid media institutions, and those of our big brothers in the media that are benefiting from this government. There are two different type of institutions here. I want to clarify. There are government-owned media institutions, and there are individuals in the media that are directly benefiting from this government. They are taking home monthly salary from this government. So when a statement came out, boom, they took it and started running with it. Some of them sat down on their various media institutions or their radio stations and said that this is what we've been saying. The guys will just get up in the United States of America, just sit down there and create chaos in our country, forgetting to know that the peace that we are enjoying belongs to everybody. So I asked, I said, so who's creating chaos in our country? I asked myself. But then I reflected, I went back, I said, okay, but I know the particular person, I know where he stands for and who he's doing this job for. So there is no need of me buying what he's saying. So they've been running with it since the day the statement was issued, even this morning. While on my way to work, I flipped through a few radio stations. This is a scene statement because when things that happen in Costa, that's the town the government will pump in money. They will give them small thing to run with the information, make it look like, oh,
so they can
this is
amplify
what
it.
the Americans are saying. Yeah, this is what the Americans are saying. The Americans are saying that people are not in favor of the government. That's what they are doing, whatsoever they are doing from their studios and their offices in the United States of America. So,
But listen,
the whole the whole week, that's what they've been talking about, and we know them, and we can point finger at them. For me, my can feel in the morning, so I know them. And when they be saying it, just I can only flip my channel because the person that is talking, the character that is talking, I know what he stands for. So there's nothing I can say. I didn't pass through. So that's what they've been doing. They since that statement came out. They think that you.
Somebody say my begin Kevin Demi single me no Kevin Demi, I don't understand them. Then they wonder why they don't shine. They wonder why they are not on our level ever. When you thought they say you're arrogant, Kevin Demi, you singling me out as somebody who the American embassy is referring to. Here's the thing. I can pick up the phone and call the American embassy or reach out to them. You can't, because you are not that relevant. You are not. You were even on radio long before some of us. You singling me out. This is why you don't go nowhere. The envy, the jealousy, and you get Gino Hall. And Kevin Demi, you sit on there. You if you go on Kevin Demi talk show and podcast, they can even want you to ask, to answer, to speak tough. They want to confine and circumscribe your views because they are protecting their masters. Yeah, that's how they are. But who says that? I know Kevin Demi can talk Bible us. That's not the first time. I think I've seen things they put. They are posted on their their Facebook page. And you saw one time he wrote something stupid, talking on their official Prime FM Facebook page.
That was when you and the former United Party chairman.
Thank you. I reached out to Kevin. Yeah. Can you imagine Kevin Demi posting on their official Facebook page talking about they have tons of naked photographs of me and a woman on their Facebook page. So you see, and then these people will come to me and act like they are my friends. Man, So have you wondered why I don't take you guys seriously? Why I keep my distance? Because that's how you are. You're fake. You're fake. I saw the post on Prime FM page, so I reached out to Kelvin. I said, Kelvin. I reached out to Kelvin. I messaged him. Kelvin never picked my calls. and never responded to my message. The same Kevin Deming that would pick up the phone and call me all the time because somebody told him that Women Pay told him that he got a bunch of naked pictures with me and the woman. Can you imagine that? Kevin Deming will post that on Prime FM on their Facebook, their official Facebook page. So how can I take that kind of man seriously? So you think when somebody tell me say Kevin Deming single me out, you think it will be all of them working for the government? And that's why you don't go anywhere. That's why you don't go anywhere at all. You don't go anywhere because you've sold yourself so cheap. They give you small money. Okay, do you know? I want you to take a guess. Do you know how much they pay so many guys every month? How much the government pays them? Take a guess. How much you think Kevin Deming and Julius Jaden get from the government every month? Take a guess.
1,000, sometimes 1,000, sometimes 800.
That's it. That's it. Can you imagine that, Bwaka? Eh? $800 US or $1,000 US. That's what these guys make from the government every month. Can you imagine that? You already are Eddie Melville you 2005. Like Kevin Deming will go pay 2005. You already are 2005. Who is Kevin Deming? What is show can get? How many views they can get on Facebook? Bwaka, please tell me. How many? What's their regular average Facebook viewership? How many people can tell me? How many people they get? 30 people, 20, 25 people. Kevin Deming, the Kevin Deming can hardly go to 100 views. He can't even reach. It's shameful. 30, 40, 50 views. I said to yo, go watch it. Julius J. How many views Julius can get? Julius J. Sometimes can't even reach 100 views. He can't even reach it correct. Julius J. That's why they hate us. Who they Costa man? The people just following him. The people just watching him. When I went like, bro, they saw the crowd. Julius J. go do post. What happened to Julius J? The people beat Julius J on his Facebook post. It was not easy. Talking rubbish about my going back home. Can you imagine? The envy, the jealousy. You are not at my level. I am way more sophisticated. I am way more relevant and recognized than you. When you talk it, they say you're arrogant. That is the truth. You're not on my level. You might never be on my level. So the envy. They got to bring me to their radio show them before they get views. Okay? They got to bring me to their radio shows before they even get views. And you wonder why the people don't listen, why the people don't respect you. Why don't they follow you? You know why? It's because you have sold out. That's why. You have sold out. The people don't respect you because you have sold. My princess Martina Konate, she can take Kevin Deming views. She can take Julia Jeff views and combine it and stay. Martina will get more views than them on Facebook. My princess Martina Konate, she gets way more views than Kevin Deming and Julia Jeff combined. You're working for government. They're giving you.
The thing here is that when you know that you are a media institution and you have the power, if the UF embassy just come up with such statement, blanket statement, that's the time now you need to take your phone and call and say, oh, who are those that you are referring to?
I did.
Record?
That's what I did.
And then they will be specific. They will say XYZ. If it is Aaron Costa, they will say Aaron Costa. If it is the other
no, they will not tell you that. They will not tell you. They did not tell me.
But they didn't. But once the American came up with
the statement was not referring to me. And they pretty much hinted. Because you see, the report they were talking about. Do you know what kind of report they were talking about? Okay.
Lately, the report on girl Mr. Scott.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. That's what the American advisor talking about. They said when they heard it, they said they investigated. And they said the things they heard, they were not true. That's what they said. I will not go further before people say I'm trying to confuse them. But I'm just saying that's what they said. They said, we're not talking to you. But the whole thing people said about the whole thing here, when we heard it, we rushed and did our investigation. That's what they said. The Americans got the sophistication, the people, the trained personnel to do their what? Investigation. That's what they said. But I will not go further before people say I will not speak further to it. But the idea is they exonerated us on the platform here, but they say that's not us. They say that's not us they were referring to. Their statement was not referring to us. The statement was referring to that particular issue. That's what the Americans told me. So I will leave it there. I will leave it
And
right.
thank God that you reach out to them. I hope the media gurus that, as they refer to themselves, they will reach out to the Americans as you did. I hope they have the Americans numbers too. They get reach out because they are media institution and no information should be kept away from them. So let them reach out to and know who were the American referring to. That's just all I want from them. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. Let them ask the American. All we know, we're not who they want to talking about. So you're not going to ask. Okay. Let's move on your part. Now, I want to say this. The European Union and the United Nations, they have invited all political parties to the Farmington Hotel. The purpose of this meeting is to ask the political parties to commit to what is called the Farmington Agreement, which is, I think, the agreement they came up to in the last 2017 elections. They are asking the opposition, listen to this, folks. The EU, the European Union, and the United Nations have invited opposition political parties. Opposition political parties and they've asked them to meet at the Farmington Hotel so they can reaffirm their commitment to what is called the Farmington Agreement. The Farmington Agreement was an agreement that the international community got the opposition political parties to commit themselves to, that if and when they go to elections, they will commit to peaceful elections. They will commit to peace during, before, and after the elections. They will commit to accepting the results. That's what they said. But let me say this to you. We want to say here to our political leaders, do not accept any such agreement. Do not attest or agree to any such agreement. If the European Union and the UN, if they cannot take real action to ensure that the Elections Commission behaves in a way that exudes confidence, that gives us confidence in this process, we must not commit to accepting any election result. Can't tell me, say, the election going into agree, anything the result is. No. We know the European Union and the UN want free and fair elections. We know that. The EU is spending lots of money in Liberia to help with free and fair elections. But I want to say this. We will not accept for them to tell us to commit or reaffirm ourselves to an agreement that we committed to the last time. We will not do that. We will not do that. We're not going to do that. Can't tell us, say, we will go say, that pig in back. We will go do pig in back. That we are coming high election, then we'll go to Farmington and go agree and say, when you do the election, we commit that we will accept the election result. We commit that we will be peaceful. We cannot guarantee anything. The way open will be the drum, the ha will dance it. You already are. So I want to say this to the EU and to the United Nations. We will push our political leaders that we will not commit. Your side on there, your supported the census. The census is what's the word I want to use? Ooh, man. The census is fraudulent. The census, the process was characterized by corruption. It was from the get-go. It was a flawed process. It's bogus. And you're sitting there, you ain't saying nothing about it. Then you're telling us that we must go to Farmington and say that wherever the election result will be, we'll accept it. You don't come back picking bag yet. When we get there and we see what the election result look like, we will make a determination whether we accept it or not. But we will not sign any commitment. We will not do that for the sake of peace. We will not do for the sake of peace. Now, for the sake of peace that happened in 2017 will not happen in 2023. No, for the sake of peace. Let me tell the Americans and the Europeans and the Africans, we will not commit to for the sake of peace. When we get there and we see that the process is free, fair, and transparent, and we are convinced based on the results, we will accept the election results. But for us to give you a blanket general commitment that we will accept the results, you think we're stupid? You can't tell me, say, my man, just say, when the process will come to enter, whatever the outcome, you will accept it. Oh, a stupid man to you? To look at me and tell me, say, I'm going to accept result? We will commit only when you can guarantee. And we don't trust that you can guarantee. We don't trust. When was the last time the Europeans or ECOWAS went to a country where they said election was free, fair, and transparent, where they said an election was rigged? You ECOWAS people, you got people like the president of Togo, Nasengbe. He took over in 2005 after his father, Iyasengbe Iyadima. Nasengbe Iyadima died and he took power. He has been there. They've been having trouble there in Togo. And that guy you've never said anything about fraudulent elections in all of those countries. Guinea, Alpha Condé changed the constitution to allow him run for a third term, and ECOWAS sat down there and they did nothing about it. So even condemn it, they did not. You don't have credibility. So how will we listen to you when you tell us that we must commit that election will accept election result? You're not stupid. Huh? Some of us went to your schools, the schools your people go to that where we went. Huh? We went to American schools and European schools. We're not stupid. Nobody buys peeking back. We haven't gone to an election. Then you tell me to commit that whatever the outcome is, I would accept it. Do you think I'm stupid? Huh? The British man will say bollocks. Don't bring that bollocks. Don't bring it. We will not accept it. Huh? The American man will say, well, cockamamie or whatever it is, we will not accept it. The same thing in the Ivory Coast. Huh? Alassane Dramane Ouattara changed the constitution, exploited a loophole, and kept himself in power. You're sitting there. What did ECOWAS say? What did your say? You ain't do nothing. You're going to sit down here and tell us, say, we must go to Farmington Hotel and say, we are men who is desperate to stay in power. Jefferson Koji runs a militia. Y'all know, y'all got the evidence. They got the evidence. Huh? You got the evidence. Koji is a bloodthirsty murderer. Everybody knows that. And what action have you all taken against Koji? Nothing. Koji has built an army so that they can terrorize and murder people, so that the elections, so they can intimidate and put us in a position where when they rig the election, we would be afraid to do something. And you're telling us that we must separate. Go tell McCarthy we say no. Go tell the ECOWAS people, the ECOWAS ambassador, we say no. We say no. We will not sign anything. What's wrong with you? You think we're stupid? You think we're drinking water through our nose? Well, we don't do that nonsense. This is our country. At the end of the day, this is our country. Not your country. We will not do that. You said now you had the people murdering people in cold blood. Huh? We agree you want to help us. But at the end of the day, this is our country. And we're a sovereign state. And so we, the people, will make the decision when that time comes. But we will not take anything for it. You will not tell us to commit to accepting election results when we see all the markings on the wall. Look at Floyd. Eh? Floyd Sale. This is a man whose handling of District 15 by-election resulted into the overturn and the quarantining and the eventual overturning and scrapping of election results, in particular segments of district number 15 that warranted a rerun in certain areas. Tele Ure versus Abu Kamara. Floor Sale was put on the bench. They exposed Floor Sale at the when he was director of the data center at the Elections Commission in District 15. We saw the case. They went back and did a rerun in certain areas. Floor Sale was specifically instructed to not commingle. Commingle means you take it one, you mix it together. They say don't mix it together. You take it. He took results from this place, the results from that place. He commingled the results in order to help Abu Kamara win. And they told him, don't do it. Even he ignored a clear written instruction. Do not commingle those results. He did that. Those results were deemed questionable. They were ordered quarantined. He ignored a direct order. He did that. And that is why the hearing officer made the determination, which was upheld by the Board of Commissioners, that Floyd Sayer acted in outright contravention of a direct order. And this guy has now been elevated to do the exact same thing that they expect him to do, help steal the election. They elevated him to the position of a commissioner with direct control and supervision over the data center, the most essential, the heartbeat organ of the Elections Commission, the data center, where they collate and tally figures and announce them. Floyd Sayer is the one you put in charge. And you expect us to sit there and cateau to your pressure? Who the hell do you think you are? And you can tell us to do that. We will not do that. We will not commit. I dare any political leader to go to that Farmington and commit to accepting election results. I will issue a position on you and I will sick the Liberian people on you that you are a potential sellout. We are not going into these elections and with anybody committing to any UN or ECOWAS that we should accept results. ECOWAS does not have the spine. They do not have the spine to look their own people in the eyes and tell them that they're wrong. You want to lecture the opposition? You want to lecture us? You protect and you back. ECOWAS is a useless organization. And the UN to a large extent. The only thing about the UN that is good is the whole humanitarian thing. Other than that, they have no spine. I'm not a big fan of these organizations. Now, you can attack the organizations, but leave the individual. Like I said, don't threaten their lives, but you can express yourselves to them. These organizations are to a large extent useless. They sit in Liberia. And what pisses me the hell off, they're still giving the corrupt government support. Still giving them loans, still giving them this. And I've told these people, stop giving our government people money. Until the Liberian government can behave and manage in a prudent fiscal way the resources that we have on our own, do not give Liberia money. But you know why they give money? Because they don't really care about the people. They care about the relations they maintain with the government. However bad that government is. Even our American friends, that's what they do. They are friends with some of the sleaziest and the worst dictators in the world. They help corner the late Mobutu Sese Seko to overthrow Patrice Lumumba, one of the greatest African leaders there was, because Patrice Lumumba was a Soviet in terms of philosophy, and they didn't like him. We know what happened. Those records were declassified. The Belgians and the Americans, they colluded, connived, and they killed. They had him hacked to death. Patrice Lumumba, and we can go on and so on and so forth. We know our history. Nobody can bamboozle us into believing that you are a saint. You are not, because we're well aware of what you do, all your shenanigans and your theatrics. Huh? You support democracy in one country, and in the next country, you support a tyrant. You support a Sani Abacha, because Nigeria, you needed their oil. We know these things. You think we don't know? But we are sophisticated enough, and we understand geopolitics enough, and we understand and appreciate the special ties that we enjoy, and that is why we believe that we must work with you. But we are not unaware of the passive and sometimes active role you have played in the decadence, in the moral decay and political decay of our system. So no longer would we stand by and allow you to dictate to us and for us to continue to be under this idiot, this Sanama Swan called George Weah. This man is an aberration. He should not have happened. And now that he has happened, we must ensure that we remove him. I beg you, yeah. But we're going to move on here to something else in this number 15. So I beg you, don't bring that into us. We will not do it. I dare any political leader to go to the farmer. I dare you. I dare any opposition political leader. Go to the farmathon and commit yourself to free and fair and to accepting whatever election results. I beg you, yeah. We will deal with you. I will rally the masses, the suffering masses of our country. We will deal with you. We will classify you, condemn you, characterize you, bully you as a traitor. That is what we are going to do. I dare you. Go to farmathon and commit yourself to a bogus agreement that you will accept whatever the election. You think we want to subjugate ourselves to 6 more years under this malaise, this madness? Huh? You think we're going to do that? You think we are stupid? We're not going to do that. This idiot of a president will be replaced. We're going to do that. And we know we've got the people on our side. The majority of the people are on our side. And we're going to remove him. And all efforts they make, we are going to resist. We can look the Americans in the face and we can tell them the truth. I do that all the time. You don't even know what I tell them. I tell them that all the time. And they know me. This is my country. This is my future. You want just what? A semblance of stability? I want real progress in my country. I want sustainable progress. You just want a country stable. Whether that criminal impound, okay, it's okay. Well, U.S. national security interests are not being hurt. Well, I am not concerned about U.S. national security interests more than I'm concerned about the economic and social interests of my people. U.S. national security interest is important to me because I am deemed a U.S. person. I love this country. I love the United States of America. After Liberia, my second best country in the world is America. I love this country so much, but I love my country more. And so we will tell our American friends, with all due respect, in cognizance, appreciation, and gratitude of all that you've done for us, we will not and shall not indulge you in your complicity and there's much more you can do. Let me tell you something, Guy. The CIA director was in Liberia the other day. The CIA director. He stopped over. Liberia was not originally on his list. Look, I love this country. I love America so much. And you all know that. I love this country. This is the greatest country ever. Bill Burns, CIA director Bill Burns, made a stopover in Liberia. He was a career diplomat, a decent man, a consummate professional. The first U.S. diplomat to become CIA director. You see why he CIA director, have you seen CIA director stop over in the country to me? He's a director, he's a diplomat for many years of experience, great, fantastic guy. I've read up on him, Bill Burns. He stopped over in Liberia. Liberia was not originally on his list of countries to travel to. Waka, do you know why he stopped over in Liberia?
No.
I know why. Bill Burns stopped over in Liberia because the Americans are concerned that the Russians are making inroads or plan to make inroads in what is deemed their preserve. Liberia is America's preserve, whether you like it or not. And I accept that. I'm okay with that. We're friends with America. We'll always be friends. I love this country. Nothing will change about it, period. I love this country. I can do anything to help America, but not to the detriment of my own country. Now, you heard they say Weah is coming to the States to visit Langley, right? The headquarters of the CIA, Langley in Virginia. This sprawling facility. Do you know why Weah is coming to America?
No.
To visit Langley? To boost his morale. That's all. Weah asked Bill Burns, CIA Director Bill Burns, my man, Yeah, invite me. Let me come to Langley. Just so I can put my morale. We are asked the CIA director to let him come to America to boost the morale. Can you imagine? When you heard a president of another country, come to CIA headquarters? Listen. How many presidents you can get to come to CIA headquarters to Langley to go drink coffee and take picture? Everything Bill Burns wanted to tell he told in Liberia when he stopped over a few months ago. Act Bill Burns. You know, when we were growing up, that's why I say we love America. When we were growing up, the CIA, when you watch all the espionage movies, the CIA just excites you. Yeah, man. There was a time I remember one of the many fantasies I had was I wanted to be a CIA agent. Yeah, an operative of the CIA. When we were growing up, you see the spy movies, and we are still thinking like Peking. The time we're Peking there, the time we used to want to be. There was one time I wanted to be a boxer at all. I remember I took a bag of sand. Look, I mean, life, we grew up in phases, but there's a phase, every phase. There was one time I wanted to be a boxer. There was one time I wanted to be a military person. There was one time I wanted to be a CIA a spy and all that kind of stuff. But I have outgrown all of those childhood fantasies. John Weir wants to be, he's still thinking he begin. He said, yeah, man, let me come to the CIA, man. Let me come to the CIA to Langley, to take pictures of Langley. There is nothing Weir is coming for other than a photo op. Can you imagine that? Your president will be taking our money to visit, to come here to America, to come take picture to Langley, so you can make morale. Can you imagine that? This Sanama Swan here coming to Langley. The people in a decent place to go take picture. So, okay, the Americans are concerned. The CIA director stopped over in Liberia. He has a good meeting with him. The Americans expressed their concern, which is a legitimate concern. And then Mr. Weir said, oh, let me come to America so I can take pictures of Langley. You see that kind of thing, okay? And also, let me tell you something. Listen. He wants to send a message that talking. The American people invited John Weir to Langley. The CIA. And you know what he did? The American people invited John Weir to the CIA headquarters. You're not going to see the politician now who can make the real decisions that the CIA headquarters you won't go to. Because you think you say you begin playing marble in Gibraltar and playing Boskiliki. You think you stay picking, playing marble in Gibraltar. Those childhood fantasies we have by the CIA that they want John Weir not outgrow you. They made a big picking. He asked Bill Burns, but how can Bill Burns say no to the man? How can a whole president ask you to say, please let me come, just invite me to come to Langley? That Langley is supposed to go? That DC is supposed to go see the political people? Langley takes instructions from DC. You can't go DC. So the man said, send, they now invite me to go see Biden and for real meeting one-on-one. Say, I can see Kamala Harris. At least let me go to Langley so I can boost my morale. This and some of you are wondering, you might be thinking, I'm like, this is a man who told you, I said, the reason he can borrow his man plane, Bugongo, that means New York, you take right tongue in the water, Bugongo, or United Bugongo. This is a man who told you that he borrows his friend's plane to boost his morale. The sitting president of a country of millions of people tells you that he needs to boost his morale. Amen. Then you say the man is not a textbook chronic case of inferiority complex. You president, you stayed in the push. I'm gonna be president. Then who let me say, when I'm president, I will just wear slipper and walk around. Why I need to show off again? I already president. You have reached the apex. The man as president, he still feels insufficient. He has a void that cannot be filled. That's the reason I can talk to him the way I talk to him, because it hurts him. It hurts his pride. His self-esteem is so low, so deficient that there's nothing there. That's why I talk to him the way I do, because I have done a psychological analysis and assessment of George Weir. He is a chronic case of low self-esteem. So I talked to him, he feels inferior. The man at president, he still feels inferior. You know why he feels inferior? Because he hate empty. Let me tell you something. People who hate empty and they're in position that they don't deserve to be in, they are not stupid. They know that they should not be there. They not know nothing. Look, money cannot make you feel, money can make you pretend like you're real, like you're confident, but money cannot make you feel enough to yourself. You must know something. If you don't know something, you can get money, you can get big job, but guess what? You feel very sensitive and insecure. By the time somebody else says, oh, you want this money because if you have no book, but you get money, I'd rather no book than have money. Suppose, oh yeah, money more important than book. You can get money when you don't know book, people don't respect you. But you can know book and don't have money, people can respect you. Jawia, he ain't no book, he steal money, we don't respect him because he don't know nothing. He's a stupid man. You won't go to Langley. You 55-year-old man like you. You think you stay in Gibraltar? You won't go to Langley. Fully man. You think you're picking? You won't go to Langley to boost your morale. You stay boosting morale? You love to all your friends and women there just to make you feel. You can't stay if you feel. When John Weir loved the woman here forever and ever that he won't. Let me tell you what it meant. John Weir is using the state resources to meeting his girlfriends because he let her get women money. The only women you get money to are the foreign Juden because look at it, when I'm still with all money with blah blah Tony. But listen, this is what he does. He will take government job and give it to a girlfriend there so that he does not have to give them money. That's what he does. Once you're working in the government, you learn the job we are. Just know that you will not eat money from him. And you always will be a girlfriend and you can't love. There are many young women in the government who hold government position. They dare not publicly show their boyfriend because Joey will fire them. He's using the state. The boy is so corrupt. He is so corrupt that he's using state jobs to give to his girlfriends in order to meeting his girlfriends. I know I see that one here before. But you also that one before. President can steal money to support their girlfriend in. But Joey can take government job and give the women to support them. That's how bad the boy is. How bad the boy is. Say Nelly Harris, they think I'm talking, they're not true. The boy takes our government job and he gave it to the women in order to maintain it. Now, when you get your government job, he's not giving you money again. That Jackie appear and they can get the money too. But to the local people,
And the man, when a man loving to the lady, when even they are not into good rapport, and he found out that one of his picking or one of his board and go in love to that same Jew, it become problem for that particular person. You in trouble. So when you know that they man love to, you know that our president already in relationship with a Jew here, you better don't go there because once you go there, you in problem with the man.
Yes.
The party chairman told all the thing clear on an audio now. So it has something strange.
Yeah, but Baga, we're gonna move on to something else. Let's talk about district number 15. Here's what we've learned. We've learned that the Elections Commission, you know what they've done? They've done redistricting. In district number 15, they've gone ahead, Wakai. They've taken most of the precincts, the vote-rich areas, and they've put them in, you know, they're taking Cardwell and those other areas, they're putting them in District 11. They're taking, just to protect Abu Kamara, to ensure that Abu Kamara stays in office. So they took several areas, I'm about to name them, I've got the document here. They took those areas, those vote-rich areas, from district number 15 and put them in district number 11. Now, district number 15 essentially has only 3 polling places from Caldwell. So what they've done, they have taken the oh God. So the area Abu Kamara strong in, they showed that he keeps those strong areas, and they took polling places from district number, from 15 and put it in district 11. So anybody who's running in district number 15, I see some people asking my sister Tilia to run. But guess what? Anybody who runs in district number 15, you're going to have trouble because they've taken a lot of those areas from 15 and put them in 11. Now they took, as you can, I have the document here. The document will show that district number 15 now only, has only 3 polling places there from Caldwell, from the Caldwell area. So they've done that. They've engineered it in this way to ensure that Abu Kamara stays on. That is what they have done, Baka. Yeah. You see what they've done here, Baka? That is what these people have done. These people are dangerous. They're playing with this thing. They call it redistricting. Redistricting. In America, they call it gerrymandering. Where almost every election cycle or after several election cycles, they would go and redistrict. They would take this area and put it in another place. And sometimes, and oftentimes, a lot of people get affected by it because your stronghold may be in one area, and then they put you in another area where it's not your stronghold, and you have to go run in a district where it's somebody else's stronghold. So what they've done here in district number 15 is that they have engineered it in such a way that, for example, Tilia Yure, who is from the Caldwell area, Tilia Yure is from Caldwell, and Abu Kamara is from Logan Town. They have engineered it in such a way that it favors Abu Kamara because that's his stronghold. That's where he got the most votes. So now, if you ran in district number 15 against Abu Kamara, it's going to affect you. Yeah. It's going to affect you. Okay? It is going to affect you because Abu Kamara is in they put. So they said they are doing it all over the place, but the way they did it in district number 15, oh my God, it is going to be a problem. But we're going to speak with Madam Edith Gonglo on the show this morning. She's going to be coming on very, very shortly. We'll have her on. But just before we do, Baga, let's take just 5 phone calls. Quick 5 phone calls, 1 minute per call. 5 quick phone calls, and then we will take Madam Edith Gonglo 5 phone calls, please.
Okay, 0770-102-102-886-010383, 555-102-102. Those in the diaspora can call on the WhatsApp number that's +231 888-624171, +231 888-624171. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name is joining us from?
My name is Nolai Kamapa, member of the National Response and Defense Team of President William Agenda. Hello?
Go ahead, man. 1 minute per call.
Yeah. People talking about district number 15. District number 15, whether what he's saying this morning that Abu Kamara stronghold, they're trying to maintain that for Abu Kamara to maintain his seat. But district number 15 was to get up. Syria real was beating massively there.
My man, you talking something else. What you mean massively? You know what they call massively? Good morning.
Take better human being.
Good morning.
They hope they resign to be follower of a bad man.
Let's take this person here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, Baka. Good morning, Costa. My name is Noah Zahu Gibson, and I'm phoning in from Jakarta, district number 2. What I know, when you visit somebody massively, the process was going to run up.
No.
I know.
No.
So don't just make war here. No, Costa. I don't want you to waste your time on less basic people in this country. As far as I'm concerned, you got a bigger follower yet now in terms of advocacy, and you will never have people. I'm not saying it because someone want to you or we are puppet to you. That's the reality. The records are there. It speaks for itself. So you have made yourself, whoever I want to jealous you is fighting, a losing battle. But for the Americans, we are appealing to you people. We know you for help this country and you're still willing to help this country. But like us out there, if you're still to help this country, just stop empowering this government. Because the more you get them support, the more you empowering them. And you know, people kind of condemn and say they're not doing better or one of you. Then why are you supporting them? They got to stop it. And anybody who will go over there and shout that thing about election result must be accepted, whatever way the election goes, will fight you. It means that you want us to support, and we will fight you. We support a neutral party. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much. Now we'll take
three more calls.
3 more calls. Okay, we missed up on our caller 0770 102 86 0103.
To law like what does we have to do to these people? Huh?
He came from Guinea. There has been something wrong with him. He need to go check. He need to do some medical checkup quickly. They'll take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Baga. Good morning.
Yeah, welcome.
I'm Timothy calling from Grassy County. I'm going to tell you thank you so much because we're not bad people here. And you know, I have no regrets for putting men you Baga did on because you know we did like 1 year. You think we'll go to election and you will go back picking bear? We say no to any secret meeting because we did like when people we don't suffering. We don't go back picking bears. That's what no our leader, no Baga. They say Baga, always listen to us. Do not sign no meeting with that be the interest of we like when people. So thank you so much for your show. Thank you so much, Costa.
Thank you so much. 2 more calls, then we cross over to our guest. Keep your calls coming in this morning. +231 888 624171 0770 we stay.
Then we go. We take our guest.
Yeah, 2 more calls. Let's take Martina Konate, Costa Princess. Good morning, welcome.
Hello.
Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Baka. Good morning, Jida. Good morning, Diamond. Listening, Martina Konate, Costa Princess. Soon to be Senator Baba calling this morning. I wanted to call in the show. But Jida asked a question, that's why I made to call. Nolai, Nana only see this thing when they Nolai stupid. Nolai washing, Nolai no and no him, Nolai being stupid for his time. When his friend in the super, he's in a rapper. When his friend is making progress, the friend is playing with Dumpy Sebi that over the horses, then he there playing with the horses team. That boy being foolish from small that is foolish than the one when you see a child coming up, this day let the least to get it. People are never used to the customer, they small down here, they put their beat on here. That boy with his small hair, benefit, he been stupid for the one to get it in now. People think that because he's supporting Jovia, not because Jovia. That boy was born with stupidity, he's a born stupid man. That's why I call him money to clarify the show.
I see why. No.
It's a very small penalty. Like, we know your secret now. We know why you're supporting Jovia. I see why.
Because I see why the men supporting Jovia now. Thank God, I know now. I must say, there's no need of me having a conversation with you. I tell the last one, I go to our guest. So, Martina, Martina, why you sign out all the information? Ever say you take off? They allow to be taking the mail calls every morning.
Exactly. Martina, you make your hair out here with it, man. What I tell the last one.
+231 888 6241 710 102. Yeah, because we try to take our last caller for this segment. Then we move
the last caller, and we'll take Madam Edith Gonglo, and we'll take accompanied by Big Brother Philip E.P. Woods. They are from Team Gonglo USA, and they're here to speak to activities of Team Gonglo USA. And let's take the last caller, please, and we'll take our guest.
There's no call coming in, so let's go to them.
Thank you very much. So we close that chapter and we bring in our guest here. Says Edith, morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Henry. I'm glad to be here this morning. Thank you so much.
We are glad as well to have you. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. I see you're joined by Mr. Woods, but he's not in his seat yet. So we're going to start with you. Let's kick the ball rolling. So what's happening in Team Gonglo USA camp?
Okay, so first of all, let me start by saying that we apologize that it's just the two of us this morning. I was not even on the list to appear, but those who should have appeared had some emergencies. And so 2 of them could not, and they asked me to come along with Philip. And so that's why I'm here this morning. But we are here to again throw light on what Team Gonglo USA is doing. Not Team Gonglo, but Friends of Gonglo, the FOG, Friends of Gonglo Global, you know, and then of course all the different Gonglo subsidiaries, and you know, like the Team Gonglo, the Team Gonglo Global, Team Gonglo Minnesota. We continue to raise funds, but this leg of the fundraising is going to be here in Philadelphia on March 25th, which is next week, Saturday, at about 8 o'clock in the evening, 8 o'clock in the night. Okay. And the reason we are raising funds, you know, Costa, you know, and everyone else, you know, knows that it takes money to run any political campaign. True. But most of the money, the money that it takes does not have to come from you, the candidate. We all know the story of Barack Obama in this country. It takes ideas. Elections, politics is about the future, and it's about the message for the future. And of course, the messenger. We have a very great messenger, which is Councillor Tiawonsi Gonglo, the poor man's lawyer, the broom man. As you all know, he always carries the broom as a symbolism for fighting corruption. And the reason is simple. In this world, we all know historically what keeps Africa down. There are just 2 basic things that keep Africa down, and Liberia included: corruption, lack of transparency, and of course, lack of rule of law. And Tiawan Gonglo represents those. It's not what he says. Of course, the message is great, but it's how he has lived his life, the things he's done in the public and private spaces of Liberia. And so we believe that for Liberia to thrive, for Liberia to make that transition to become a formidable country, a counted among community of nations, we have to put our house in order. You cannot put your house in order leaving the system as it is. There has to be a strong anti-corruption and a strong rule of law in place so that our country can begin to thrive again. You know, and like we say in Liberia, the fish gets rotten from the head. If you have a head that has direction, that has plans, that has vision, and knows how to implement it, it will be easy for the body to follow. And the body happens to be the entire country. People have said, well, Liberians are followers. And so once you have a leader who is doing right, everybody will follow. You have a leader who is doing wrong, who is, you know, like what we have, you know, everybody will start to steal. I was hearing a story last night that broke my heart. Somebody said they met with the bank governor, a friend of the bank governor, who then said that he had gone to Liberia, went to visit. He said, my man had everything. He said, oh, and I used to, but the poor can, yeah, can't, yeah, my man, they just taking the money. So I said, when they can't take it, I can take my own. Can you imagine that? When they can't take it, I just take my own. Every day, look, we're not running country here, or we are running gangsterism. When they take their own, I say, I can take my own. Of course, because leadership is by example. If the leaders are sending for the money, then what makes the custodian of the money not to take his own? Because he sees that the leaders are stealing, so he follows suit. Yep. That's the problem, and that's what we need to address. And Councillor Tiawonsi Gonglo, the poor man's lawyer, the broom man, represents that. He has a heart to change this country by example, not by talks, you know.
And I want to say this, and I always say this, why I fervently support Joe Walker, but there's absolutely no way that I could be in disagreement with the very, description, the characteristics that embody the man Tiawon Gonglo. Is a man who many of us who have come to know him personally and know him from a distance are in awe of, the kind of person that he is. And I agree with you, and you couldn't be more right when you said that the rule of law, something that he speaks about quite often. And Aristotle put it very beautifully. He said, At best, man is the noblest of all animals, but absent law and justice, he is the worst. And that's why we have the society that we have. The culture of impunity is rife, and everything is moral decadence. We're going to go to Mr. Philip E.P. Woo's a big brother of mine and a member of Friends of Global. So this new event that's happening, this fundraiser event, where exactly? Let's get into the mechanics of it. So Big Sister Edith has propounded all the reasons behind why you are pushing Councillor Gonglo, the esteemed and highly venerable lawyer. You now, I want you to talk about a little more about the mechanics, like where it's going to be having, I mean, where it's going to be taking place, what time, and things like that, and how people can come and be a part of it.
Oh, thank you very much, young brother. Thanks for your honesty, always to speak the facts of who Councillor Gonglo is. He's a man of deeds and not just words. So we, especially Liberians in the diaspora, the common people, are doing everything possible for the first time to support a candidate of our own. And the reason why it is important that we support a candidate of our own is because if we allow outside influence, we allow outside bad business people like we see George Weah and the people from Russia and what have you interfere into our body politics, then we got problem. So we have chose to support Councillor Gonglo 100% from our own. So we want to use this occasion, as we have done in the past, to have this function on the 25th at 7200 M Wood Avenue. There is a church there. Everybody here knows that church. It's the only church in between 71st and 72nd. It's a big church, more like a Liberian church, right there where the event will be held.
Is that Victory Harvest or?
No, not Victory Harvest. It's on M Wood Avenue.
Okay,
so if you come,
the church I can come in, Philip.
Yeah, go ahead.
For Grace Presbyterian Church is 7201 Elmwood Avenue. And there where the program is going to take place on the 25th of March, which is next week, Saturday at 8 p.m. But if you can make it early, that's fine. We are calling on all Liberians from everywhere. As a matter of fact, we have a Zelle and a Cash App number here that those who may not be able to make it, we can read the Zelle and the Cash App number. Let us support what we believe can change, the person that we believe can change this country, not by words, but like Philip said, by deeds. And I will just read the Cash App number. The Cash App number is 215-220-5601. It's 215-220-5601. And it's the same number for Zelle. Those who cannot make it, you're in Canada, you're anywhere, and you believe in the message of Tiawan Gonglo, the poor man's lawyer, you can Zelle your money to this account and it will be received. The account is Liberia for Gonglo, and it is a Bank of America account. And those two numbers, that one number works for both Zelle and Cash App. And Philip, just before you come in quickly, I like to again hammer home the point that I made about the two things that are keeping Africa down: corruption and lack of rule of law and transparency. A writer wrote in a book that is about the past, present, and future of Africa. And the title of the book is A Shackled Continent. And that's a bleak book all by itself, just hearing the name. And that man gave a pungent, example. He said, if there could be 10 Botswana in Africa, 20 Botswanas in Africa, Africa would be on its way to redemption, like what happened in Asia. We usually talk about, South Korea, the GDP at the time of Ghana having their independence being the same. But Botswana at the time of independence in 1966, September 30th was when they gained their independence. A former British colonial official stated that this is how he described Botswana. This is a useless piece of land. He said Botswana was going nowhere because it's a useless piece of land. But that useless piece of land today is the funniest example in Africa. Why? Because its first president laid a strong foundation to fight corruption and instill rule of law. So today, Botswana is now one of the most developed countries in Africa. Its life expectancy is way high because the people are less stressed. They've managed their resources so well. Just with diamond resource, we have diamond, we have all the mineral resources you can imagine, gold in abundance, iron ore, oil, fish. We have the Atlantic Ocean. Our portion of it has not been exploited by us as much. So and then the human resource on top, the forest resource. We have the last remaining rainforest in West Africa. You know, so all of these things are our comparative advantage. That if we have a leader whose character is clean and have the vision and direction and well with her, and the ability to implement these policies, Liberia, I can assure you, in less than 5 years, the story will change. You know, and so we are calling on Liberians from all walks of life to come and support, because when you support and make your own president, you own that leadership. You can hold them accountable because it is your money. But when we allow business people to make business with us, because a businessman invests to make profit.
Of
When
course.
business people invest, they want dividends. And so we allow our politics to be, you know, hijacked by business people to do their investments. We become the dividend of that investment. Our lives are cut short because nothing works. They got to reap their money plus more profits, sometimes triple and quadruple, and you know, their profits, or get 1,000,000 times. And so we are calling on people to please show up on Saturday to come. Let us support the poor man's lawyer. He has done it before. He's done it in the private sector. He's done it in the public sector. There's no need to talk about all the things he's done. There are witnesses everywhere. All we want now is to support him so that he can get to that place for the betterment of Liberia.
Thank you very, very much. Mr. Woods, is there something you want to say? And then
Well, my sister have said almost everything about the councillor, and there is no doubt about who Councillor Gonglo is. So what I want to say here before we leave your studio is to ask and invite those of our friends and relatives in the Philadelphia, in the tri-state, Delaware, New Jersey, New York, that have heard and have not seen the councillor or maybe had some interaction with him. I want to encourage them to come on that day. They will see, and they'll also have the opportunity to hear from him. The councillor will be live at the gathering to speak with us from wherever he is. Wherever forest in Liberia he is, he will make it possible to speak to the audience on that day. So I want to encourage Liberians, friends of Liberia, people that care about Liberia, to please turn out. Let put all our political differences aside. Let us see how we can move Liberia. Liberia only have one problem: law and order. If there is law and order in Liberia, every one of us will succeed. Too many Liberians in the diaspora have invested so much in Liberia. It's like we took our money and put it in a drum, like a sifter. As you pour in your money in Liberia, there is not 10 Liberians or 1,000 Liberians that went to Liberia and came back with success story. Everything they do, they fail. And the reason why the poor fail, we all fail, is because there is no law and order. Your own property, someone will take it, and then at the end of the day, you get no redress. And as long as there is no law and order in Liberia, Liberia will be a useless country for every one of us. So if we really care about Liberia, I really want to encourage Liberians in the diaspora, especially, to please come and let's see how we can fellowship together and see how we can transform Liberia in the next years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Edith Gonglo Ware and Mr. Philip E.P. Woos, stalwarts and bulwarks of the Gonglo for President Global. and they've come this morning to talk about Councillor Tier 1 Gonglo, who's running for president, with a very radical, progressive agenda, and he has the broom to sweep Liberia's problems, as they say. Thank you very much, and I wish you all a beautiful day, and I wish you all best of luck on the fundraiser event.
And by the way, Costa, you are invited.
I will try to come once I can. You know, I'm always, there to support whenever I can.
That's why we read the address on the platform here, and thank you so much for having us this morning. And to all of you who have listened, we are looking forward to seeing you. Just like Philip said, come, let's, put our money where our mouths are. We all cry about Liberia every day, but we do nothing. As long as we do nothing, nothing is going to change. So this is us to work together. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thanks, boy, guy.
All right. Bye-bye. Folks, there you have it. This brings us to, what time is it? We've got five minutes or so to go, and George, what's up, man?
I go though. And you?
Okay, good. Now, folks, I was keenly reading some of the comments that some of you were making. I see some of you expressing your disapproval of my hosting the Team Gonglo people. I think that's very wrong on your part. That's been intolerant. You can't do that. Everybody knows I support JMB for president. There's no doubt about that. So it doesn't mean that we can provide a platform for other people who are like-minded. Don't forget, other people who are like-minded. We will not provide this platform for people from CDC to come and talk about George Weah, but we can provide this platform for other people who are like-minded. Just because we're in one camp does not mean that we will restrict and deny other people to come and speak about what they want to do. I'm not the one saying what they want to do. These people are very, very capable of articulating their message. And so they are not our enemies. They are our allies. I see my sister Kebe, she doesn't really like it. Councillor Gonglo is our ally. I got to understand that we're all together for a better Liberia. He's a good man. JMB is a good man. So we are together. And so we are not enemies. I will never turn my back on the good councillor, the good man, what he did for me over the years. All those years, I was fighting the system. Councillor Gonglo was my lawyer, free of charge. He represented me. So you got to show gratitude. And he's a good man. Just because I support one good man does not mean I will say one good man is a bad man. You don't understand that. Let's say okay. You are a beautiful woman. You got all the men chasing you because you're a beautiful woman, and you got good qualities too, other than your beauty. And all the men chasing you. And between the two men, for example, that both of them are good men. But you choose to be with one. And the other man, but just because you're not with him doesn't make him a bad man. He's a good man, but you are with another man. You can't be with two men at the same time. So you see, just because you're with one of the two good men does not mean the other good man is a bad man. So Joe Quagga is a good man. Councillor Gonglo is a good man. And I'm supporting the good man, the one good man that I believe is best positioned to win. The one good man that I believe is best positioned to win. That's why I'm supporting Joe Quagga. But Councillor Gonglo is not our enemy. And I have a personal relationship with Councillor Gonglo that goes way back. When I was going in and out of jail, when I was being harassed, he was there. He's a good man. He's a good man. You see? But my candidate is a good man too. So I support him. Yeah. So anybody who can talk, even ANC people who can talk here, well, let them talk. But we can't let Jawia people talk. I beg you, yeah. We can't let Jawia people talk. They can't talk here. Even Lola, what my daughter, my Princess Martina say, he is small at Benesi. We're not letting him talk here now. Now that we know he is small at Benesi and he got a HO stupidity problem, we're not letting him talk. Yeah, so we are for everybody. All we are one. But I mean, say, who eh? Who suppose to get ku kelekwa ku ye puma. Ake ku nwe pada. Eh? Ku nwe pada. Ku loishe. Jowe de ma. Ku nwe pada. Ake ku nwange. Di injoke. Who understood what I just said? George, did you just understand the prayer I spoke? Did you just understand?
I understand anything. No, but why you laughing for, cause?
I said, I mean, all of us who got turned on, all of us, we are one people. Kuku ye puma, all put our hand together. We put our hand on the country. Kuku ye puma. I get kuno so that we can fix the land. Kuno I get kunuange the enjoy so that our people then can enjoy. That's what we're supposed to do. Kuno kunuange and Joe Boga about gay about no pada. Maniti wa moy I get kakelekbo kapana. Kuku ye pumu. Kuku ye pumu. Kuku ye pu jo moga mu age ku power te ko bona age kuku lo ekpada. So u power he on a joke boga. Kuku ye pumu. Say pumu age ku nwe kuku e ku lo ekpada. Somebody say enjoy the now. Okay, I look, yeah, y'all gotta give me credit. The parent that I can speak, that the parent that since I was 8 years old, we left the village. I have not lived among my people to be, language, anything you learn, you gotta practice it. You understand? You gotta give me credit. Jogwe, you Basa man, you can speak Basa?
No.
Gayu, Mwale, Nepeni. Speak Basa now. So the Pele I can speak, that the Pele I left Mashitanga when I walked in 1990, I was 8 years old. I remember I they put a big bundle of cassava leaves on my head, tied in a lapa. From Mashitang all the way, we came to Dukor, to Red Light. So since that time, I've never lived in the village since I was 8 years old. So you gotta give me credit. I get I mean, I can still speak my dialect. Wait, when my grandma called me Jobang, when she starts speaking the Pele to me, she can speak English and she can say, then later on, when she going too deep, I put in so I understand it. I speak it, but that fluently. You understand? Give me credit. The thing is that 8-year-old child, I still speaking. Play now, you're on the live, you can speak your own pele. So that morning I call Mo Ali, I say, Manja Ipo, is that a laughing? Daba. Manja means chief in va. Manja Ipo. Then he will say, Kaseme Kamama. I see you. Y'all have a blessed day. May God bless y'all. Go out there, be good to someone. Thank God for having good health. Thank God for being alive. Every day will not be a good day, but keep pushing, keep climbing. God bless you. I love you all. Bye-bye.